Hello again, and welcome to another topic. Today, we will be talking about observing a group and spotting the key personality types and their behaviors. Let's have a look in terms of what behaviors do in a group setting. So, in a group setting, you will see two roles. Usually, they would be the ones that a role that enables people to contribute and a role that kind of goes opposite of that. And that's what I want to focus on today. So those who are kind of different and those who seem to be not cooperating belong to two specific roles. Number one, the anti-task roles that hinder the making of a good decision. And number two, the anti-maintenance roles, or the roles of people in terms of destroying a good, enjoyable atmosphere in a group. Now, these two roles are not new concepts. Actually, they have been established in the academe since 1970 under perspectives on group processes, and Mr. Kenneth D. Bainey and Mr. Paul Shates are the ones that officially coined the terminology or invented the terminology, and they said that this is what we should call as functional roles of group members. So, in terms of these two anti-task roles, there are a variety of types. The first one is the aggressor. I'm sure that some of you may have encountered a person like this before. So, an aggressor is a person who deflates the status of others, expresses disapproval, attacks the group, jokes aggressively, and shows envy towards another's contribution. So, there is never a meeting, a dull moment in a meeting without an aggressor. And the next one is the blocker. This is some sort of variant of the aggressor. The blocker is a person who stubbornly resists the group beyond reason. So nothing that the group suggests or nothing that the group does um, is favorable to this person. So any idea is being blocked by this person. The blocker also attempts to maintain or bring back an issue after the group has rejected it. The third type of anti-task role would be the recognition seeker. So this person calls attention to him or herself and struggles to prevent him or herself from being placed in an inferior position. So that means the recognition seeker is a person that focuses only on the I, or the me. So they are always the center of attention. And sometimes this attention seeking behavior kind of veers away the group from their purpose or from what it is that they wanted to do. The fourth type is the dominator. The dominator tries to assert his or her authority or superiority over the group or over certain members. So the dominator is sometimes called the bully. Like the aggressor, the dominator is person that's focused on himself rather than put another person down. So I'm pretty sure that those who feel that they have a lot to contribute can possibly dominate the conversation or can at times be wordy or lengthy in terms of their arguments or their ideas, that sometimes it makes the meeting very long-winded or out of focus, especially if the arguments or the statements are no longer relevant to the topic. Now, an extreme kind would be the withrower. So, what does this type of person exhibit? So, the withrower tries to remove the source of anxiety or possible embarrassment by mentally tuning out the rest of the group or its activities. So, rather than actively participating in the group activity, this person has a tendency to zone out or just focus on something else to avoid being involved in a conflict or being focused on the task. Now, another interesting bit of anti-task roles that can sometimes be found in a group setting is the pairing up, or what I can say as ganging up. So it can be at least two people, but sometimes three or four. This happens when two members form a subgroup that support and protect one another. So that means um, they find strength in numbers and they will use that strength in numbers to um, distract the group, or to create conflict in a group setting. So, what happens if in a group you find yourself confronted with a dominator, an aggressor, a withdrawer, a recognition seeker, or the gang? So, some tips and reflections for you. I suggest you be alert on these personality types. Knowing how they behave in meetings, for example, can help you manage any potential issues. And number two, you can alert your manager or team leader so that you can prepare for the next meeting. So, what I usually do is make notes of who the people are in the meeting and what sort of behaviors I observe them to have, and I give my manager a heads up so that the next time the same person attends or the same people are in the room, the chair of the meeting or my manager would know how best to position them in terms of where they sit or when they would be best to present their agenda or topics at the meeting. So these things we can pre-plan for as long as you know who are your attendees. You can also make use of their personality types to understand how best to work around them. So the other technique that I do in relation to this third point is prior to the meeting, I engage in a conversation, just a light conversation with some of these very difficult people, and kind of hint to them what we expect out of the meeting so that they are also made aware of some potential impediments to the success of the meeting without really offending them or directing at them the the idea that they are the source of the problems in a group setting. So that's it for today. It's just a quick introduction in terms of the personality types that you may find when you're in a group setting. This will help you become more aware of what you're up against when you are always with those people, and it will help you decide on whether or not they are best to be put together in a meeting situation or break them up and get them to attend other meetings where they could be more useful in that setting. So, if you require more help, you can obviously talk to your human resource team. They may refer you to some training on handling or managing difficult people in a group setting. But if you feel that you can contribute more to this topic, let me know. I'm an email away. You can email me at scribenotes101@gmail.com. Visit my website www.scribenotesbizsupport.com or link up with me on Facebook by typing scribenotesbizsupport.com. So this is Mimi again saying thank you for listening and I hope you have a great day. Bye.